It's fine, right? Yeah.
Yo. Don't mind me. Just smoking on that Jake Paul pack. Honestly, Jake Paul, trash. Tommy Fury, trash.
Oh! Oh! You better stop playing. You better stop playing. That is nothing to play with. That big mother front of you, man.
Ooh.
That's it over, dog. Oh! Oh! Oh!
That's crazy.
That's a wrap. Don't get up. Don't get up. Stay on. Oh!
That's crazy.
Ooh! Oh! Shit!
Anthony Joshua didn't just beat Jake Paul. He confirmed the ending everyone feared. But the real story is why it took longer than the world expected. The event wasn't a meme fight. This was a slow execution disguised as patience. Stay with me, because what the pros predicted before the opening bell explains everything that happened after it rang.
Very difficult to go in like, you know, out of the ring for 14 months and just be razor sharp with a guy running. And so yeah, probably 2 or 3 rounds more than expected. But fair play to Jake Paul. He was a lot tougher than I thought, and he took a lot more shots than I thought he could.
What did AJ tell you inside the ring about the fight or how Jake?
Oh, he said, oh, you were shouting at me, rushing me. I said, yeah, I just wanted, you know. But like, I think he was always going to take his time. I think he was always going to be the guy that wasn't just going to go in there erratic. I said this earlier. And if Jake was aggressive, then I think he would have actually got caught earlier. But he was smart. Like, his movement was good. He was clever in the clinch. I was actually impressed. But, you know, obviously there was a massive gulf between them and it was only a matter of time. But listen, fair play. As I said, he did more rounds than expected.
Well, I wouldn't call it an incredible knockout. I would call it a matter of time.
A matter of time, right?
A matter of time. And you got to realize, you know, Jake Paul had his hands down.
Yeah.
He was basically waiting for that knockout.
Dennis, just give us a pick. Tyson or Joshua, who wins it?
Keep walking.
Yep, you're out.
Your first instinct just comes to your mind.
Well, it depends. One's a boxer and one's a power puncher. So whichever gets hit first.
I thought Joshua did what he had to do. It took him a while to get it. He had to break him down and chase him down and unleash his powerful shot.
Was it a little too long to get done, or?
No, listen, when you fight someone like that, who moves around a lot, you have to try and pick your moments, pick your shots.
Yeah.
That's what he did. So congratulations to Joshua.
Man, and credit to Jake Paul, right, for even taking the challenge.
He's a very gutsy man.
Yeah. So he got up, 3 times? I mean, you felt that power. Are you impressed that he lasted that long?
Yeah. He did a great job.
Yeah, thank you, Joshua.
Hey, 2 words. Fair trade. That's it? You think, You think AJ was pulling any punches? Fair trade. Fair trade? He was being mad selective.
Got up after the first knockdown. Nah, Jake is tough. He's tough. He's tough. And the first couple shots didn't land clean. The last one landed clean.
Where does Jake go from here?
Like he said, he need a rest. Take some time off. Enjoy the fruits of his labor.
Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury. What happens in that fight now? Is it more exciting?
I don't know where Tyson Fury is right now. You know, and it's gonna be interesting. But that's a fight I want to see. That's a fight they've been talking about for a long time, man. Domestic dust-up, as they call it. I think it's gonna be a good one.
No, it was a awkward night. You know, AJ couldn't get to grips with him. Obviously, Jake had a really good game plan, moving his feet, lateral movement, slipping and sliding. Obviously, been practicing that a lot in sparring, and you got to give him credit. He came out there and gave it a good go, took his licks like a man, didn't complain. You know, fighting a much bigger, more established, world-class fighter. So that's usually what happened. What was always going to happen. You know, a lot of people thought he would only last 1 round, 2 rounds, but you know, you got to give Jake credit. You know, he went out there and had a solid game plan and was implementing it at times, was landing shots and was avoiding getting hit with the big shots. But there's a reason we have weight categories in boxing, and I'd say he sticks with the cruiserweight division where the guys are the same size as him, because that, without having the schooling, the many years, I was able to give away 100 pounds in weight because I've been boxing since I was 10. I was an international amateur and world champion at cruiserweight. That's why I was able to do the big jump and use the tactics that he used to win the heavyweight championship. But credit to him, nothing but respect for Jake Paul for putting on such an event and putting himself in harm's way.
That was incredible. In my view, that was a victory on all fronts. Minus the actual victory, of course, but no one expected him to the last 6 rounds with AJ. In my opinion, he won 4 of them. People will argue that he at least won 3. No one expected him to last that long. Rolled his ankle, broke his jaw, still fucking fighting, man. That's toughness. Most people wouldn't have the balls ever to step in a boxing ring in their life. He stepped in a boxing ring with one of the baddest men on the planet. Who's 40 pounds heavier than him and 6 inches taller. That's insane. He's one of the most skilled fighters on the planet. My brother, as a fucking YouTuber, went 6 rounds with a fighter with a broken jaw and rolled ankle. I'm so proud of him. That was just unbelievable.
Unbelievable heart, and the reality is Jake lost because of the size difference, not because of the skill difference.
He took some rounds from Anthony Joshua. It took Anthony Joshua 6 rounds to put out a man who's been in the sport for 6 years and took on the challenge in 4 weeks. So put some respect on Jake Paul's name in the
He went 6.5 rounds with Anthony Joshua, one of the best in the world. So
and got up like 2 times.
No, it was sick.
Talk about that. I mean, there's other heavyweights that have caught that right hand who haven't got it.
Ngannou, so many people, bro. The overhand right. Jake's got a tough chin, dude. I think he does whatever he wants after this. He just has such big balls, dude. He had to keep moving. That was the only strategy. People are gonna say he ran around the ring. They don't know. They don't understand fucking boxing.
He showed a ton of heart, right?
Ton of heart.
What's next for Jake Paul? Where
like I said, whatever he wants. Whatever he wants. Whatever he wants. I hope he hits. I hope he fights some more people that are
heavyweights. Still heavyweights?
Yeah, I think heavyweights, but not Joshua.
Yeah, not Joshua. Definitely not Joshua.
Before a single punch was thrown, Eddie Hearn poured gasoline on the fire by saying anything less than a first-round knockout would be a disgrace. That wasn't disrespect toward Jake Paul. That was pressure on Joshua to ignore ego and fight intelligently instead of emotionally. Keep watching, because this prediction quietly set the tone for how AJ dismantled Jake, piece by piece.
I think the whole if he doesn't stop him in a round, it's a disgrace is a little bit harsh on AJ, to be honest with you. But listen, AJ's going to do what he's going to do. He's not going to go in there and start going, I've got to get him out of there and just... But if Jake shows any ambition, he's going to get countered at speed that he's never ever seen before, and he'll get knocked spark out. If he tries to survive, he might go a few rounds.
Hearn didn't expect chaos. He expected control, patience, and a counter waiting to erase ambition. He warned that the moment Jake tried to prove he belonged, he would run into speed he had never experienced in his life. Don't blink, because that exact warning came true in brutal fashion.
Of Jake's skill level compared to Anthony Joshua and the accolades he's achieved in the ring.
I mean, the accolades are totally different, but I think that I haven't seen Jake really get into. I think that he constantly keeps evolving, I hope, and I believe that's what the case is. And so we'll see how his elevation in the sport and how he evolves in the sport to be able to contend with somebody so big and so strong and so physical.
Michael Bisping also highlighted the uncomfortable truth, echoing words from Derek James, who admitted that Jake Paul is still evolving, but he was swimming in dangerously deep water. Different accomplishments, different worlds, and a size gap that skill alone can't erase. Watch closely because this was the first sign that simply surviving would be considered a victory.
So I just did a quick Google search here and it states apparently 10 to 13 boxers die from fight-related injuries every single year. So that's why Tyson Fury's got an issue here, because number one, you've got Anthony Joshua, that is a former two-time champion of the world, that won a gold medalist, that is massively bigger, way more experienced, and just a much better boxer, saying that if he will kill Jake Paul, that he will kill him.
Then Bisping went darker, reminding everyone that this isn't YouTube. This is a sport where people don't always walk away the same. He pointed out that Joshua isn't just bigger. He's forged by championships, Olympic gold, and years of damage taken and delivered. Stay tuned, because the mental toll he described may have been worse than the punches themselves.
Long-term injuries. He might not have his brain scrambled. He might not even get knocked out, but he might get beaten up so badly that he never wants to step foot in a boxing ring again. I'm telling you, that is the loneliest place on the planet. Certainly when you're against Anthony Joshua, a man that is 6'6", a two-time world champion, a man that was a gold medalist at the Olympics, right? And we see Jake Paul at the presses, right? Making fun of it, jumping up, pretending that he's practicing jumping up in the air to reach Anthony Joshua because he's so tall. And oh yeah, that's absolutely hilarious and all the rest of it. Until you make the walk in front of 20,000 people or whatever it is, and the person that is standing in the ring is a stone cold Anthony Joshua, just there waiting for you with one job, with one intention: to smash your face.
That said, the jokes stop the moment you're alone in the ring with a man whose only job is to break you. Even without a knockout, the punishment alone can end a fighter's desire forever. Keep watching, because this fear is exactly what separates spectators from survivors.
Yeah, the only way Jake Paul gets it done, bro, is by him literally taking a fall, bro. Like, I don't think Anthony Joshua is a real heavyweight. He is not a cruiserweight. He is a real heavyweight. And you saw what it did to our boy, man, Francis Ngannou. I mean, bro, if you're able to do that to a man that weighs 265 pounds, a dude that weighs 230 is small compared to him.
Henry Cejudo stripped the debate down to one sentence: Jake only wins if Anthony Joshua makes a massive mistake. This isn't cruiserweight. This is a real heavyweight. One who flattened Francis Ngannou like a warning sign. Don't go anywhere, because that comparison erased any illusion of fairness.
Anthony Joshua should come out there and just school the guy. But listen, Henry, let's not forget, this is not the first boxer to kind of go out there and be facing great odds to where he thought, I'm just gonna go in there and walk through this dude and do what I want to do. I've mentioned it before, plenty of boxers. Hasim Rahman, Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson, and Buster Douglas. Even Evander Holyfield. There's a lot of fighters that have done that, but you have that little arrogance. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this dude. But this happens. So listen, we can't just completely count him out. There has to be something that Jake Paul does know that the rest of us don't know about his skill set, about his boxing, to where he's like, okay, I'm willing to take that.
Gareth A. Davies said it would take something extraordinary. Others, like Kamaru Usman, admitted that boxing history is full of shockers, but even he couldn't ignore the mountain standing in front of Jake. Upsets happen, but they require arrogance, mistakes, and openings that Anthony Joshua rarely gives. Stay locked in, because improbability doesn't mean impossible, it means desperate.
Very hard proposition to see Jake Paul winning. The only person that believes Jake Paul can win is his father, who told me he thinks he can do it. Jake Paul obviously believes he can go in there and do something. It's all up to Anthony Joshua. Does he want to get a couple of rounds in the bag? Does he want to get it over quickly? Something calamitous and catastrophic needs to happen to Anthony Joshua. A broken ankle, an Achilles snap, a headbutt, something like that, for him to lose this fight. You cannot see it. It's all about the build-up. And then, of course, it's up to Anthony Joshua to knock Jake Paul out, which is what everybody's waiting to see.
Gareth Davies was even colder, saying only one man truly believed Jake could win, and that was his own father. For Jake to win, something catastrophic had to happen. Not clever, not tactical, catastrophic. Keep watching, because this framed the fight as damage control, not competition. Make every shot count.
I think it's slim and none. But if we're gonna go with how Jake Paul would accomplish this, my personal feeling is he would have to kind of kamikaze it, where he's either gonna come out, he's got to probably come out fast and try to shoot some big shots, maybe, you know, try to set a trap with a jab downstairs, big right hand upstairs, you know, I don't know, something like that, because AJ's a big guy and, you know, he kind of stands up high at times. But either way, no matter what trap he says, no matter, but it's got to be a simple trap, because Jake's boxing isn't that high level yet. He'd have to start fast and throw hard.
Even though he believed Jake's chances were close to zero, Paulie Malignaggi still offered a path. Come out fast, throw bombs, gamble everything early. He admitted Jake's skill set isn't deep enough for complexity. It had to be raw and reckless. Don't blink, because this was the blueprint Jake never fully committed to.
The fact that Jake will be able to do all this because he does have some experience already gives him a lot of credit. Granted, he's doing it for a lot of money and everybody has a price, but he's gonna actually make it to the ring. Most of you who say I would do it for that much money, the weight in the dressing room, the wrapping of your hands, the nerve, the jitteriness, the hearing the crowd while you're in the dressing room thirsting for blood as they cheer for every knockdown on the undercard and all this other stuff, it would eat you up. Most people would never get to the ring. So all that stuff about I would do this for this many millions or something, you probably wouldn't be able to, because you'd never make it to the ring. But Jake is going to make it to the ring. Because Jake has enough experience to where, okay, he understands. He's done these walks before. He's done this situation before, but this is the biggest, most difficult situation of his career. He's going to be able to make it.
Still, Paulie gave Jake respect for something most critics refuse to acknowledge: making the walk at all. Money doesn't silence fear, experience does. And this was the biggest moment of Jake Paul's life. Stay with me, because surviving the walk doesn't mean surviving the night.